Every strong business rests on one thing, a clear offer. Not 10, not 5, just one clear offer that solves the problem, makes a promise, and provides a path. Today, I'll show you the CEO blueprint for designing yours. Welcome to From Corporate to CEO, hosted by the Power Move Collective. I'm your host, Nandy B, and this is your daily podcast that proves that you don't have to resign in order to rise. Here, ambitious women like yourself learn how to leverage your paycheck, your skills, and your corporate career to launch and grow your own business. And in just 10 minutes every day, I'll share power moves that will turn your 9-to-5 into your greatest investor. Make sure, however, that you hit subscribe so that you never miss an episode. With that said, let's get on with today's episode. Yesterday, we took the test results you got last week and we turned them into a seed. The seed is that one sentence offer concept. You moved from proof to possibility. Today, we are going to be expanding that concept into a simple structure that you can deliver again and again and again. Your offer is not just what you sell. It's how you position yourself. It's also how you solve a problem and how you deliver those results. And this doesn't have to be complicated, but it does need to be clear. And that is what today's framework is going to offer you. As always, this is bite-sized, super high level, the deeper concept we will be going over in our business plan mastermind. However, here is today what I call the CEO blueprint. We have the problem, we have the promise, and then we have the path. Every strong offer rests on these three things: the problem you solve, the promise you make, and the path you deliver. This framework keeps your offer very clear, it keeps it compelling, and it keeps it what I call CEO ready. Now, let's talk about the problem. Every strong offer starts with the problem. Your business is no different. If you can't state the problem clearly, your audience won't see the value. So for example, corporate women struggle with visibility at work. They're doing the work, but they're not getting the recognition for it. This is a very clear problem. So when I am solving this problem for these women, I am not going to bring up, for example, resume editing, because right now I am specifically talking about the visibility problem at work. Now, let's talk about the promise. Once you've named the problem, the next step is making a very clear promise. This promise speaks to the outcome that your audience is going to get. So your offer really needs that same clarity. What transformation are you promising? So in my case, for example, you'll gain confidence and the tools to speak up in meeting and be seen as a leader. So for this particular business example, which is corporate women gaining their confidence at work, I identify a clear problem, which is visibility at work. And now I'm giving them a promise. After they go through my little program, whatever it is that I'm offering, here's the promise. They will actually gain the confidence and the tools to speak up in meetings and be seen as leaders. Now we'll talk about the path itself. Now that you've actually defined the problem and that you've made them a promise, your audience needs to know how they will get there. Your offer must show them the how. Is it through coaching? Is it through a program? Is it through a workshop? So example, for my little example that we've been using for the purpose of this week, it will be, for example, through a 4-week coaching program with scripts, role play, and accountability check-ins. So I am not just telling them overall what it's going to be, which is that 4-week program, but I'm also giving them a hint of some of the things they'll be doing in that program. scripts, role play, and accountability check-ins. So now let's put it all together. When you link all of these, the problem, the promise, the path, you don't have an idea. You have a structured offer. So for example, corporate women struggle with visibility at work. The promise is that you will gain the confidence and the tools to speak up in meeting and be seen as a leader. The path, through a 4-week coaching program with scripts, role play, and accountability check-ins. When you combine all of that, that is no longer just something vague, right? It's now a clear and compelling offer that feels more strategic instead of scattered. This, my darling, is the foundation that you can refine, you can repeat, and you can grow. So when you connect the problem, the promise, and the path, you don't just have an idea, you have a real offer. Now let's turn that into your action plan for the day. Let's take that 1-sentence offer that you created yesterday and expand it into the 3 Ps. The problem, the promise, and the path. Write down the problem. So in 1 sentence, describe it. Describe the challenge your audience is facing and make it very specific and simple. So write it down. The second thing we're now going to do is, what is the promise? So in 1 sentence, write down the results or the transformation that your audience is going to have when they go through whatever program or offer you are going to be providing them. Okay, so you got that? Great. Now let's write down the path. So in 1 sentence, I want you to clearly describe how you will deliver it to your audience. Make it very clear. Remember the model of overarchingly, this is what I'm offering. Describe it first. Is it a coaching? Is it a program? Is it a notebook? Is it a book? Is it a workbook? Define it. And then give a brief little synopsis of what would be involved inside each one. If it's a workbook, what type of workbook is it? You can actually write things down. Are there specific tools inside of that workbook that are worth mentioning? Using X, Y, and Z tools. So for example, do you have frameworking tools? Do you have personality test tools, right? Whatever you're going to have in there, write it all down, okay? Write it all down. So when you put all of these 3 things together, you have the skeleton to your first real offer. And this is what I call your version 1. This is just the beginning. This is something you are going to keep refining. You are going to keep strengthening over time. So remember, clarity creates confidence, and your first offer deserves both. Thank you so much for joining me today on From Corporate to CEO. If you loved what you heard today, please subscribe to the show and visit us at powermovecollective.com. And if you are ready to start taking action, here are 2 great options. You can download our free Safe Start Blueprint. It's on our website, and the link is also in the description below. However, if you, my darling, are ready to take action and say goodbye to corporate America for good, join us in the Business Plan Mastermind that is kicking off on January 12th, 2026.